Yo,
Mark,
what up? Who that?
this 5.0.
What up? Tell me, big dog, because you in the chat going
Okay,
back and
look,
forth.
look, 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 look. You know my plan already. So this is not what I'm saying I'm gonna do. That's where Beats is getting it messed up. All right. This is the debate that we were having. It's how are they saying that? You know what I'm saying? That they can start like this. The only way to start with that amount of money, 0 to 1,000, like you said,
Mhm.
is if you get hired 1099 contractor and they just so happen to give you a company truck, which is very unlikely. That's the only way. And then you're going to have to put money away and start. You know what I'm saying? The
Okay,
only way to get in this business
okay.
with that
Let's
much
role
money.
play this. Let's role play this. You get hired to who as a 1099 contractor?
That's why I'm saying it's very unlikely. I don't even know who would hire you as a 1099 contractor with no vehicle.
Okay, so there's some final mile companies that are struggling with keeping contractors now because of the high cost. Here. And this is even the guy from the final mile who's saying this shit. This is the reason why I'm finna dispute this. You know why some final mile companies have gone out and sourced trucks and say, yo, if you got an authority, you can use our truck and we'll charge you a fee every settlement, or we won't charge you a fee, but you got to have your authority and you got to cover the cost of fuel and shit like that, and then we'll charge you from the insurance out your settlement through SEI or Open Force. You know why they're doing that? You know why they have had to go from, and I know you're younger, you're 24, so you don't remember when most big box retailers service their own deliveries. You don't remember Montgomery Wards and Sears and shit back in the day. They had their own trucks. Around the late 90s or early 2000s, a lot of the big box retailers that don't exist anymore started to go to a third party, right? Because they eliminated the cost that was associated with the final mile. The final mile is the most expensive leg of the transportation system. It's the most expensive leg, and also it's the leg that comes with the most liability because you're crossing the threshold. You're going into a home. The reason why 3PLs are going backwards now, before they go all the way back, Home Depot for the most part is going all the way back, but they're putting this last little thing in there where we're going to rent the truck, we're going to buy the truck, and we're just going to let you run it under your authority, is because they can't onboard enough owner operators that can meet the cost of operation in today's time.
Right. It's not realistic with that amount of money. Not at all.
Exactly. So
the minimum, I think the minimum, and it's not even, I wouldn't even start with 10,000, but the minimum, like if you just could somehow scrape up 10,000, and if that's all you can scrape up, I would suggest anybody not do that. Because if you aren't by yourself, like you said, and able to fucking live off the land, then it's just not for you, $10,000. But minimum $10,000, you can start with 10, but that's just not realistic. If you can get 10, you can get 20. So why wouldn't you just wait?
So you saying it's not possible? You saying it's not possible?
It's possible if you by yourself, like you know what I'm saying?
How?
But because you could get your truck financed. If you don't got credit, you got 10.
We're gonna slow walk this. We got time.
Okay, so look, I'll go through it.
How you gonna get the truck financed? Used. We talking about a used truck, right?
Right, a used truck finance.
So we talking about $0 to $1,000 based on these content creators.
Yeah, I know.
You go buy a used truck finance.
0 to 1,000.
You go buy a used truck finance. Where we buying it from? Hold on, we're gonna slow walk it. We got time.
Okay. I don't got that long, but
okay, but anywhere you go buy a used commercial truck, you're gonna have to probably put a down payment.
Yeah, 0 to 2,500.
All right, so that eliminates the no money to $1,000 theory, right?
Yeah, no, I was saying though, like $0 to $1,000, the only way is 1099, and so happen they give you a vehicle, and you know what I'm saying. If you get hired like that, like a fuel card or something, but that's the only way.
Okay, so even if you go through a 3PL where they're sourcing you the vehicle, they're charging you for the insurance through SEI or Open Force, you get that out the settlement. Insurance, you're going through SEI, Open Force, you get that out the settlement. There's still, you got to have your authority, you got to have your equipment, right? There's a cost associated with that.
I don't know that side of it. I only know.
But then there's also a
doc to
fuel
doc,
cost.
you know.
There's a fuel cost. And what do we know when you onboard for a contract? And see, this is what I'm saying when these people be saying this shit,
Right.
there's no way they could
It
operate
don't make sense.
because you're gonna run for at least 3 weeks before you get your first settlement.
Yeah, it don't make sense. You wouldn't be able to start how you're saying, like 3PL and shit. No way. But you could start 1099 contractor like a doc to doc. But even then, it's very unlikely that
How?
somebody's going to give you a truck.
Who's giving
and
you a
fuel
truck
card.
for OTR? Who's giving you a truck for OTR?
That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be very likely. You might find some weirdo on Facebook or something.
Some weirdo on Facebook that just gives you a truck to do OTR, then that sounds like you an employee.
That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna work. It's not. If you're thinking about it like that, you probably should not be thinking about doing this.
Oh, there we go. I guess me and you agree. You
just
trolling.
Like I was explaining, dude wanted me to explain how you could start with 10.
I think 10 is possible for a person who really understands that they have the right guidance.
Right. Like,
you know,
you can get all your, inspection, DOT, business bank account, your LLC, your down payment might be anywhere from $1,900 to $3,000 for your insurance. You got like a $2,000 cash buffer, $2,000 for your fuel for the first week. But for the first 4 weeks, like, you can't pay yourself because if anything happened in the next month after that, you're done. You're immediately shut down. So even a starter, so if somebody come put a starter in your shit, you're done. Like, you're just not gonna make it.
Yeah, I think 10,000 now possibility, because I would say 10,000 is possible dependent. Like, the more ignorant you are, the more naive you are. If you don't have the right person holding your hand to help you navigate around the learning curve, those people require more working capital initially. If I lost everything today and I had to re-enter into the industry and I was down to my last 10,000, I could do it successfully. But a person who is completely oblivious to just the understanding of how this works and how to navigate, 10,000, like I've literally, the guy who just hung up went through 10,000 in 2 weeks. The little guy who just hung up before you, he went through 10,000 in 2 weeks. He was in and out in 2 weeks. He was out. I've talked to a multitude of people like that.
That's why I say those first 4 weeks, you cannot pay yourself. If you pay yourself anything of that money you made, you're done. You might as well forget it because you're never going to get caught up. The maintenance is building up. As you're driving, you got to maintenance that truck that month because you're driving. So out of that maintenance, then what if the tire blow? Anything small like that, you're done. So just imagine you blow your engine. How you gonna get home? You fucking stuck in Colorado.
So let's be honest though. Even with the $10,000 entry point, that's not a person who's coming in with owned equipment
with a family.
Right. That's a person who's coming in renting the truck. That's a person who's coming in renting the truck.
I would suggest anybody trying to come in this day and age, you do not rent a truck. That is the main way you go out of business. If you rent a truck, it's just ignorant. It's cheaper to lease a truck, even if you get if you have a low credit and you get a high ass insurance rate. Box Truck Bros, you remember how much he said his interest was on his first truck? 47%.
Yeah, I remember he said that.
That is fucking insane. And he said he paid the truck off or whatever, but even if your insurance rate is higher, you could double up your payments and pay that truck off really quick. But then again, it takes like discipline and knowing your costs. If you coming in and you haven't did your research, you're gone. You're done. Like you said, $10,000 will go quick for somebody who don't know what they're doing. But I would suggest if you can get 10, you can get 20. So do not come in until you ready to put up with the turbulence, And in this day and age, I would suggest everybody age their authority because the way they're cracking down on, like, the ages, it sounds like you're going to get a whole lot of freight that you want and shit, but you're really going to be dealing with, like, TQL and the bottom of the barrel and shit like that. So if you're cool with driving across the country, then.
Let me ask you this, because you're 24, right?
Right.
And your mindset is a little bit different than most of the people I talk to in your age.
I told you. I tried to tell you that the first time. I'm a whole lot more intelligent than you perceive me to be at my age.
No, I'm giving you the credit. What I'm gonna ask you is why is it that your peer? Maybe I asked you this the other day, so excuse me if I did. If we talked about it, then you don't got to just refer me back, and I'll go rewatch the content. Why is it that a lot of your peers in your generation want instant gratification, and why is it so hard for them to grab
Social
onto
media.
logic?
Social media. It's all social media. I'm telling you, they watching this shit. Like I told you, how all these apps. You notice how you just swipe with the thumb? It's an addiction. They just keep swiping, and they just keep seeing shit that they like. Oh, this person got Louis. This person just got a Lambo. He's 19. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people out here, they don't have the cards to be thinking that way. You got to go out and build your foundation and do that shit on your own. But they thinking, how can I do this fast? How can I do it this so I can go out and get a Louis bag and this and that? And honestly, if you don't got the silver spoon like some of these people's kids, like King and them, T.I.'s son, you can't be thinking like that. You got to go out and get and change your cards to get the right cards for your situation and stay down until you can come up, like I said. But some of these people was rolling down what's his name with 422s wanging.
That was me. But you talking about 26 years ago, big dog. The guy who
I'm just messing with you.
No, I know. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this before you go. What do you forecast in the next 5 to 6 years? The next 5 to 6 you'll be 29, 30. So from your peers that are coming to their 30s the next 5 to 6 years, with the current mindset, the way they look at things now, does it get worse? Does it get better? What do you think?
Honestly, every time I talk to somebody my age, I feel like I outsmart all of them. So that's why I kind of spit game on them, and I tell them, if y'all don't want to go to college and read books, you need to go do a skilled trade. Because skilled trades pay 6 figures, and it's just a course. It's hands-on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I tell all of them. But honestly, I don't know. A lot of people still at home.
You know what's funny? I read an article the other day. Yesterday, actually.
Skilled trades is going out of business.
I read an article yesterday that Walmart store managers right now currently are making up to $620,000 a year. I mean, it's a very tough job. It's very demanding. You're gonna.
I guarantee you that my production supervisor job is 3 times as hard as a fucking Walmart store manager job, and I don't make that much money. So
yeah. So
I don't make enough, to say the truth.
Yeah, there's a lot of jobs out here. People just don't want to work. They think they're being their own bosses.
If you're gonna work more being your own boss
Absolutely.
than you would going and clocking in.
Absolutely.
You have to. So when you're done driving, what do you think you're doing? Sitting at home? You got to do numbers.
You got to do numbers, yeah. Absolutely.
This lane worked good. This lane didn't work good. But if I turn and go north, that lane gonna pay me an extra $1. So I gotta go north next time. You know what I'm saying? You have to do this every week, or you're going to go out of business. You're gonna look up and you paid $3,000 in gas because you went, you know what I'm saying, where the mountains are, and the fucking air pushing back on the box, and you wasted a whole lot more gas than you thought. So I'm not where I should be right now. So I'm probably not gonna go back that way. I'm probably gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna stay more towards like the Midwest or something, because I don't got enough money to be paying that much in gas. But people don't do their own research, bro. That's why I was telling people in the chat, do your own research.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you for calling in, young brother.
For sure, brother. I'll talk to you.
All right, man. Later.